Okay, we're in a different room, not my accommodation. I actually have to be somewhere. Well, I was meant to be somewhere like 10 minutes ago, but it's okay. I have something to talk about. As always, I don't know when to shut the fuck up, but what's wrong with being mediocre? Like, why is everyone in such a rush to like achieve greatness? Now, I know when I say that, I probably sound like I'm being a hater, or that like I don't have anything going for me and I'm like aiming to be mid because I'm just lazy. That's really not the case. Like, yeah, maybe I am a little bit lazy. I don't like that word actually, but I'm adjacent to laziness. But I don't really see the problem with that. Like, I feel like I am in this world to literally just like do nothing. Like when I say okay, not literally do nothing, like not be like a rock. Sometimes that's true, but I feel like I'm brought to this world to like lower my own cortisol. Like I'm not meant to be here to just be fucking jumping around doing bullshit all the time. I don't want to do that. I don't want to work. I don't really want to, I don't have any like actual career prospects. Like anytime someone's like asked me like, oh, so what do you want to do with your uni degree? Where do you want to go with that? I can't even give them a straight answer because I actually don't have one. I never really craved to have a career. That's not a naturally occurring thing for me. I actually don't believe it's a naturally occurring thing for anyone. Look at outside, look how beautiful it is outside. That is where we're meant to be living. Instead, we're fucking kept in like corporate cages. I'm not saying anything revolutionary. I'm like, it's been said, by the way, look at my necklace. I'm not saying anything revolutionary. Like, again, this is very like lukewarm socialists, communist adjacent like rhetoric. I'm not saying anything new, but I feel like it needs to be repeated. I'm going to be the one to repeat it because I think it mostly applies to me because I'm not ashamed to admit it either. I truly don't care. I'm not ashamed that I don't want to work. I'm not ashamed that I don't want to entertain the bullshit. Because the thing is, even if I do get a job, I'm going to do it very mediocrely, if that's a word. Like every job I've had, and mind you, I've done like every job. I feel like Barbie, like I've done most jobs. I've been a housekeeper. I've babysat before. I've worked in a bistro. I've done sales marketing where like knocking on people's doors. Hello, do you want to sign up for this? That bullshit. What else I've done? Retail worker, like working like JD, that type of place. I worked in Foot Asylum, not JD, but yeah. What else have I done? I've been a waitress, obviously. Line cook. I've done like everything. I'm probably missing a few things because I've been unemployed for like a little bit. Actually, I don't know how long I've been unemployed. Who cares? But yeah, like I just feel like we need to understand that like, and yeah, I mentioned that all to say, by the way, all of those jobs I've done at a very mediocre level. I'm never gonna be achieving beyond and above and beyond, whatever. Like I'm not gonna be, yeah, let me just put in all the effort. Yeah, let's go, guys. Let's meet this quota. I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry. I was working those jobs for money. Obviously, who doesn't work a job for money? But a lot of people nowadays, like at least the people around me, like surrounding me, they have this mentality where it's like, oh, so when you do your job, do it properly. If you're gonna do a job, do it well, do it properly, execute it to your fullest extent, use up all your effort. No, ma'am, we don't do that here. The lighting just changed. I don't know what that's about. Sorry. I think it got brighter outside actually. I want to look out the window. It's actually a very beautiful day. But yeah, I've never really had the zeal to do very well in workplaces or in school. Like I've always just wanted to do the very bare minimum. Yeah, the bare minimum I think is enough when it comes to certain things, especially like being mediocre. I don't know what's wrong with being mediocre. And looping that into like the whole creativity conversation or like doing your own art stuff, I truly don't see an issue with that even being mediocre because not everything needs to be like, oh, you need to be talented to do this or you need to be like amazing to do this. Why can't we just do stuff and be mid? What's wrong with being mid? What's wrong with being mediocre? Why is that like stigmatized? I feel like it's almost more stigmatized than actually doing shit, which is actually very funny. Yeah, it is very funny. I think I saw a video, I don't know when, like the other day, of this girl saying like, in terms of looks, she was like, oh, I'm actually very okay with being called ugly. Like I'd rather be called ugly than mid. And I'm like, why? happy. I personally don't really care for labels anyways. Like, I don't really, being mid, ugly, I don't really care what I as long as I'm comfortable with the way I look. Like, I'm not gonna physically throw up when I see myself. I don't really care. Like, I feel like it's really weird and sad that in society we always have to go above and beyond. Like, if and you know what? If everyone is above and beyond, then no one is above and beyond. So what's the point? Just be mid. It's okay. Do very normal things. And I think that also ties into why I was so in love with Taoism, because I'm not gonna say Taoism encourages being mid, but it encourages you to look more within yourself and understand that going above and beyond shouldn't be the goal. Being extremely happy shouldn't be the goal. Being content is the goal. You will act like it will, your cortisol levels will stay like normal and like where it's meant to be if you're not constantly going at extremes, if that makes sense. Everything I say will always tie into Taoism. Most things I say, actually. Like, I don't know. Again, I never really understood why people have an obsession, when I was younger as well, I never really understood the obsession people have with always striving to be happy. It's not like I wanted to be sad, no, but I found more comfort in being sad, because when you do go up a little bit, then you become like medium, like neutral. It's a lot more calming than just going from being sad to happy, especially if you're like manic, because apparently I might have like bipolar disorder, apparently. So I guess we'll see about that, I think in about a month. Diagnosis. But yeah, like being manic definitely plays into that. I never, like, and that's also why I don't understand why people fake mental illnesses, like being bipolar. Who wants to be bipolar? Who wants to be manic? Remove bipolar. Being manic fucking sucks. Okay, going from one extreme to the other, there's nothing fucking good about that. Who wants to do that? It's stressful. When I say stressful, I'm not just talking about mentally stressful. I'm talking about like physically, like your body is in a mode of fucking stress. Who wants to be in that type of stress? Not me. No, it's not good. And I feel like when like it was put onto me throughout my entire life, always striving to be happy, when people kept telling me, be happy, be happy, be happy. As kids, we're being told, be happy. If you're not happy, that's not a good thing. What's wrong with not being happy? What's wrong with being mediocre? What's wrong with being neutral? Why do I always have to be smiling? Why do I always have to be jumping for joy? Just because I'm not jumping for joy does not mean that I'm suddenly depressed and sad. There's a middle ground. I feel like humans love the whole fucking black and white. Like, I can't stand people that are black and white. I'm not talking about race. I can't stand people that are just constantly looking to polarize things. Meet me in the middle. I think it fucking depends. I think there's nuance, okay? And I say all of that to say, like, being mid, being mediocre has been stigmatized so much that people are just stressing themselves out trying to perform being happy, if that makes sense. Like, I hope this video is making sense. I feel like every time I make a video, I'm always like, oh, I hope this video makes sense. I don't really care, okay? I feel like this will all make sense to those who understand. Like, I'm trying so hard to get to the point. I know what point I'm trying to make. I'm just trying to like make it understandable. But again, I feel like, with all my other videos, if you understand, you understand. If you don't, then that's okay as well. But I don't know. I was talking to my friend the other day and he was stressing about, I think it was like something to do with music. And it was music. And he kept talking about like, oh, like, I'm trying to be happy with my work. I want people to feel happy when they listen to my music and stuff. I'm trying to be happy myself so I can produce happy music. I'm like, slow down, okay? Slow down. Like, why are you so obsessed with being happy? I feel like any type of obsession is bad, period. Like, any type of obsession you have with anything, good or bad, is just bad. No one should be obsessed with anything. We need balance. That's what we need. Everyone needs some type of balance. We don't, my lip line is getting smudged. Whatever. Everyone needs some type of balance, right? We don't always need to be striving to get to like this bright light over here of happiness, because I feel like that low-key defeats the purpose, in my opinion. I feel like happiness, if you're going to be happy, I feel like, what I feel like? The feeling of happiness that people want is actually being content. That's what I think. Because the way people describe happiness, they're just describing having extremely low cortisol and, not going at extremes, but they label it as happiness. And anything below that is a failure. And I'm like, that's why, you're fucking manic all the time. That's why your lows are extremely low, because your highs are extremely high. Find that middle ground and everything's going to be fine. Because I should be able to lose a 20-pound note on the floor and not fucking freak out and think my life is ending. I should be able to break up with someone today and accept my sadness and not try to force myself to be happy the next day. I should just be like, okay, I broke up with this person, I'm sad, I'm gonna cry, I'm gonna let it out. And then afterwards, I will try and strive to get myself together again. No malice to no malice to the other person, no malice towards myself, no fucking around. You know, if you want to do that, go ahead, it's your body. But at the end of the day, you know that's not what you want. Okay? I feel like I've made a bunch of different points here and I'm actually running late to go somewhere. But yeah, I gotta go. I don't want to go.